welcome back to my YouTube channel. So don't forget to subscribe, Math TikTok PH. Thank you so much.
Hello students, happy learning. So our learning objectives, at the end of the lesson, the students will be able to, first, define statistics. Next, define and identify the population and sample. And define and identify the quantitative and qualitative data. Ito po ang kailangan matutunan ng mga grade 7 students in the Matatag curriculum for quarter 3 lesson. Are you ready to learn grade 7? Okay, let's start. So first, let's talk about ano nga ba ang ibig sabihin ng statistics. So statistics is a branch of mathematics which deals with the study of collecting, organizing, analyzing, and interpreting data. So meron po tayong kailangan tandaan dyan yung apat na mga salitang naka-highlight na kung saan sa statistics, yan po yung mga procedure. Kaya nga tinatawag din siyang science of collecting, organizing, and analyzing, interpreting data. Bakit? Kasi po, series of procedure. So, step by step, kumbaga. Okay, let's talk about first collecting. Ano bang ginagawa? Let's define first. Pag sinabi collecting, refers to the gathering of information or data. Paano ka ba tayo makakolekta ng data? There are different methods, no, to be discussed next video lesson. Una, pwede kang mag-conduct ng interview. Pangalawa, pwede kang mag-conduct ng experiment para makakuha ka ng datos mo. Also, pwede ka mag-conduct ng survey questionnaires through Google Form or pwede siyang naka paper and pen. Or pwede kang mag-observe using your senses. Okay, so those are some of the methods. Ngayon, after mo makolek yung mga data, so anong gagawin mo ngayon sa next procedure mo? So, gagawin mo ngayon, you have to conduct, organize. I-organize mo ngayon yung data mo. So, pag sinabing organizing or presentation of involve summarizing. Sinasummarize mo na ngayon para mas madali ma-interpret, para mas madali mong ma-summarize of data or information in textual no gagamit ka ng mga graphs or graphical or tabular forms. Pwede kang gumawa ng mga frequency distribution, pwede kang gumawa ng line graph, bar graph, pictograph, circle graph, ogive, and many more types of graph. Okay, so ngayon pagka i-present mo na siya ngayon, syempre mas madaling maintindihan ng mga audience mo. So ngayon, so after you organize, you have to do the analyzing the data. Pag sinabing analyzing or analysis is the process of breaking a complex topic. Kapag napakalaki kasi yung topic mo or yung case study mo, you have to break it down. So, you have to smaller. Kumbaga papalitin natin, i-chop natin siya para mas madali mo makita yung mga connection, yung kanilang kaugnayan in order to gain better understanding of it. Okay, after you analyze, syempre nakita mo na yung mga connection. So you have to do the final or do the interpreting of data. So pag sinabi interpretation, is the process of reviewing. Ito na yung final mo. Nire-review mo na ngayon yung from the different previews of the procedure. Balikan mo yung analyzing, organizing. Bakit ganito yung result? It involves taking the result of data analysis. Making inference, nag-iisip ko na beyond thinking. So what will happen? Bakit kaya ganito? You have to interpret. Making inferences on the relation studied and using them para makapag-conclude ka ngayon. Is this effective or not? So babalikan mo ngayon. So babalikan mo yung mga procedure. Okay, so ngayon, yan yung mga apat na salita kapag naghahanda ka ng statistics. So, tandaan po natin yan. So ngayon, sa statistics, meron tayong tinatawag na population and sample. Ano yung ibig sabihin ng bawat isang salita na yan? When we say population, this is a set of all possible members or elements. Remember the set? Pwede siyang tao, yung mga respondent mo, or this is defined group that being studied from which data are collected. Okay, so ito po yung total members sa isang pag-aaral mo. Okay, like for example, ito yung ating population. Halimbawa sa school, no, sa buong school, eskwelahan yan, yung mga possible respondent mo na yan, yung persons, sila yung tinatawag na population mo. So ngayon, so kapag malaki ang population, syempre, kukulangin yung pera mong i-expend doon sa materials and your financial, no? So ngayon, paano ko mapagkakasya? Kaya nga meron tayong sample. Ano naman ang ibig sabihin ng sample? Sample is a subset or part. Bahagi siya ng population under study. Siyempre, kapag malit yung budget mo, kukuha ka lang ng bahagi doon or we call that sample para maikandak mo pa rin yung iyong study. Okay, kaya nga ito, from the population, kukuha ka lang ng member dyan na sila yung respondent mo doon sa iyong study. Ang tawag na dyan sa kinuha mo na yan ay sample. Okay, so ngayon let's identify whether the statements describe as sample or population. Let's number one. All registered voters. Is it a sample or population? The answer is population. Remember the word the word all. Kasi ang daming bumaboto ngayon. Remember 18 years old and above. They are eligible for votes. Okay. Next, we have 1,200 voters selected at random for a survey. Di ba? Ang daming mga bumoboto ngayon. Hindi mo kayang i-survey yun lahat, di ba? Kukuha ka lang ng 1,200 na respondent mo. Ngayon, ang tawag dyan sa 1,200 ay sample. They are part of all the registered voters. Next, number three. The average height of students in a school requires the set of all students studying in that school. So remember, no, kukunin mo yung average heights ng mga estudyante doon sa eskwelahan na yan. So lahat ng estudyante doon, okay, remember, meron dyan grade 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So ang tawag dyan ay tinatawag na population. Okay, kasi lahat yon by grade level. Ngayon, let's have number 4. The average height of students in a school, focus lang siya sa grade 7 students in studying in that school. So ang tawag dyan ngayon is sample kasi out of grade 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, kukuha ka lang isang grade 7. I mean level. Kaya para mas mapadali yung iyong gagawing pagkuha ng average height nila. Kaya nga, ang tinatawag dyan is part of the population. We call that sample. And for the last, a few laptops selected for testing. The word few laptops, that is sample. Part siya. Kaya nga ititest mo lang doon. Next. So aside from sample and population, we have the word or terms quantitative and qualitative data. So let's define first, ano nga ba ang data collection? Balikan natin kanina. Remember, this is the process of gathering data such as surveys, interviews, observation, experiments, and many more methods, no? So ngayon, meron tayong dalawang uri or two types of data. Yun yung binanggit kanina. The first one is the quantitative data. Anong ibig sabihin ng quantitative? The word quantity. Remember, quantity yung bilang. So, quantitative data refers to the information that can be measured. Take note of the word measured, meaning measure siya. And pag tinanong ka, ang sagot mo, numbers. Kaya nga, written down with numbers. Example natin, the size of your shoes. Di ba? Pag tinanong ka, anong sukat ng sapatos mo? Siyempre, ang sagot mo doon, numbers. O di ba? So, size 42, size 40, depende. Basta numbers po. Kaya nga, measured. Next. So, ano ang tawag dyan sa size of your shoes? Since this is a quantitative data, ang tawag dyan ay quantitative variable. Pag sinabing quantitative variable, this is a type of variable that measures a numerical quantity on each experimental unit. Tandaan natin yan. Okay, next we have the qualitative. Quality, di ba? And when we say qualitative data, refers to the descriptive attributes, yun yung katangian, or information that cannot, take note of the word, cannot be measured. Hindi siya pwedeng sukatin, hindi yan sinusukat. Okay, example natin. The color of your shoes. Di ba? Pag sinabing, anong kulay na sapatos mo? Ang sagot lang doon ay pwedeng black, brown, red, and so on and so forth. So that is not measurable. Okay. So, ang tawag doon is categorical or that is the attributes. Kaya nga, that is the qualitative data. So, the underlying words, the color of your shoes, yung color of your shoes, ang tawag dyan ay qualitative variable. Ano yung sabihin ng qualitative variable? A type of variable that focuses on the quality. Diba yung katangian or characteristics of each experimental unit. Take note of the words, ha? Next, ngayon, let's have the test kung naintindihan po natin. For each scenario or statement below, Identify whether the data is quantitative or qualitative. Ready? Okay, let's check your answer. For number one, that is correct. Qualitative data. Remember the word color. Okay, syempre ang sagot mo dyan, pwedeng red, black, brown, and so on and so forth. Okay, that is categorical or that is the attributes. Next, number two, determining the number of students in each class. That answer is quantitative. Diba? Pag kinuha mo yung number ng students sa bawat klase, diba? Ilang kayo sa klase? 42, 38. Number pa rin yun. We call that quantitative. Next, number three, rating a movie as excellent, good, or poor. Diba? Pag nirate nila yung mga palabas ngayon sa movie, ang tawag doon is qualitative. Okay, quality refers to the attributes or the characteristics, categorical. Okay, na class number 4. That is quantitative. Remember, measuring the temperature. Siyempre, ilang degree Celsius ba yan, di ba? So, that is number. Measurable. Next, number 5. Describing the taste of different ice cream flavors. That is qualitative. O, di ba, ano yung taste mo? O, ang sagot dyan, possible, sweet siya. Di ba? Okay, and so on and so forth. Next, you are going to continue answer for number 6 to 10. Ready? Okay, let's check your answer. For number 6, counting the total pages in a book. Di ba pag tinanong ilang pages yon, ang sagot mo dyan is number. Kaya ang sagot dyan is quantitative data. Next, number 7, categorizing books based on their genres. Di ba? So, that is qualitative. Di ba ano yung genres ng mga books na yan? Di ba ito yung mga fantasy, horror, ito yung action. Okay, di ba yun yung categorical nila? Kaya qualitative yun. Next, number 8, recording the time it takes to complete a race. That is quantitative. Kasi number pa rin yung mga time. Okay, remember. Next, number 9, identifying the types of animals in the zoo. Diba? So, that is qualitative. Kinakategory mo kasi sila yung mga animals na yon. Next, number 10, noting the sizes of his shoes in a store. Diba? Sinusulat mo yung mga size na mga madalas binibili. So, ang sagot doon is number. Kaya nga, that is quantitative. Okay, so now, you are going to do the assignment. Answer the following and copy and answer in one whole sheet of paper. For letter A, so sabihin nyo lang po dyan kung quantitative or qualitative. For letter B, identify lang siya kung sample or population. Ready? Copy. Okay, so with that, I hope you learned something and keep on learning. Bye-bye.